Hey there, Dirty Birds. Woogs here down at Normandy Aircraft, and you are watching the Sky Pirates of Normandy! Hey there, everybody, and thanks again for tuning into the Sky Pirates of Normandy, which seems to be a bi-weekly update right now because, well, apparently people think we're awesome and they keep bringing us their airplanes. And so we've been absolutely slammed. So from our stomachs and our families and our mortgage companies, we thank you. Keep them coming. But before I go any further, I must give a very giant shout out to no other than the Flying Aardvarks. That's right, you guys are awesome. Even though you guys fly Oregon Cherokees. I'll forgive you for that. But anywho, carrying on. So we finally dove into the wings. And what you will see is that sometimes what your plan is for one day may change, and then, yeah, you get the point. We also made a whole bunch more progress on the airplane from firewall to ass end. And a little happy blurb at the end just for you guys. So let's go back in time to this last week when we started cutting fabric and starting the adventure with the wings. So it is Tuesday, and what we have behind us is what? A Yeti. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the world famous Yeti. Proof that Sasquatch does indeed exist. Hi, Nate.
Hi, how are you?
Anyways, so what Nate's working on here along with me is the Corbin Baby Ace wing. So this is the original wing that was on the aircraft. One of two, obviously, which is not serviceable. It's in absolute terrible condition. And so we are taking it apart to use the... What?
He says it has two wings. No. It's only one wing, my friend.
Just one? I can't do math. Anyways, so he's currently taking the aileron off, and we're going to go through and take all the hardware off of it as well and inspect the spars. We expect that the spars will be able to be reused. And hopefully the leading edges, but we shall see. So that's where we're at right now. So it's Wednesday, and as you saw with Tuesday, we had started stripping down the Corbin Baby Ace wings. Well, we got both wings stripped down, and now the master stripper, his lordship, Master Dick, is back here doing some more work. He's currently taking off all the lacing between the ribs. So you can see him here working away. You know, our wonderful elderly slave labor.
That's it.
What's your favorite food, Dick?
Oh, pizza.
Pizza? What kind of pizza?
Pepperoni.
Oh, see? Smart man. Very smart. So we're going through this, and actually this wing right here is not in bad condition. We can actually use most of this wing. We've got some splices to do, which we can cover in a cool learning lesson, and some other stuff, but it's about a 50% rebuild on this one. As for the other wing, that's pretty much 100% rebuild. So, there's Dick destructing so things can be reconstructed. And also, let me come back around over here. We have all of our leading edge sheet metal right here that his lordship's going to strip down. And he's already done one piece in place right there. Yep. So that's already stripped down. We're going to be taking off that wingtip to clean up and do whatever we need to for that. And oh, hey, look. You'll be seeing some updates on that as well. So that's Thursday. So you remember those wings that you just saw? There they are right behind me. Well, that's the wing that I said that we'd be able to use about 50% of. Well, sometimes plans change, and as you do inspections on these, you discover that, well, hey, they should probably have a Viking funeral. And that's exactly what's going to happen with every single rib on this wing. So, like you saw, one day we had a plan, the next day the plan changed a little bit more. After the end, you looked at this and said, that ain't happening. But hey, look at those leading edges, man. His lordship, he is an awesome stripper. So, that's the good wing. This right here, Yeah, not so good. When I say good wing, yeah, that was the good bad wing. This one right here is the bad wing, and holy crap. Yeah, those aren't brakes. That's where the wood is warped. So, again, about the only thing useful on the wings is the spars and the middle pieces. So, we're going to dive into that and see where we get before our next update. So, you guys might remember in an earlier video when it sounded like there was static the entire time because it was pouring ass rain and cold outside. Well, the state of Washington did it again and did not take its bipolar meds. So today, it is 90 degrees, sunny, and I am sweating my ass off from here down to there. But you guys did not come here to listen to me talk about my soggy nether regions. You came here to listen to me ramble about what's behind me, the Corbin Baby Ace D model. So, let's get down to business. My wood. That's right, folks, we finally finished the splices required to fix the stringers for the belly. So, the best way to install that is to roll the Baby Ace over onto its side, because on this planet, we have this really annoying thing. No, I'm not talking about happy, ignorant people. I'm talking about gravity. So, by putting it on its side, we were able to insert in those stringers with the least amount of resistance from old Big G. Turned out great. Really excited about it. As you can see, it looks really rad. However, it's always kind of sad for me because when this is all done, it gets wrapped up and you never see it again. So you're like, well, crap. Anywho, carrying on. We installed the gasculator to the aircraft. This gasculator is 40s, maybe early 50s era. It came with all the crap we got with it. Cleaned it up. It's awesome, and it's going to be our gasculator. Also, the copper line going up from that to the fuel tank, which is the original copper line that came with it. I was able to clean that up, and it looks like it should be at a steampunk convention, minus the gears and all that other stuff that happens at steampunk conventions, I guess. I don't know. At this point, I'm just rambling. So, also carrying on, those pedals you always hear me talk about every week. Hey, look! And now you can actually see them. They're on the aircraft. And attached to them, going down the entire length, is the rudder cables. So, I had to install those pedals and also the pulleys, which you really can't see all too well, to the airframe so that I could run the cables back to the back to what is hiding on the back side of all that, which is the vertical stabilizer and rudder, which is fabriced, which you will see after all this, to look to see where the cables are going to come out of the fuselage. So that was kind of a giant pain in my ass is the best way I could put it. And I'm very happy I saved the old fabric and was able to use that as kind of a template to find where the holes would be. That's what she said. So, with that being said, they are tied off on the inside. They're going to permanently stay inside the aircraft because once that belly gets fabric over it, we won't be able to get back to that without putting inspection panels and all other stuff. Which means we're this close to fabric on the belly, which means we're also this close to painting it, which means you, the viewers, will soon see the super top secret paint job of awesome. And we'll know the name of this very particular bird. No, it's not Corbin Baby Ace. It has a very awesome, cool name. We all know what it is, but you don't yet. So, basically, there you go. There's the airplane. The goal for this next week is to put fabric on that belly. Close that on up. Go ahead and put on the poly brush. And once the poly brush is on, we're almost basically ready for spraying. I got a couple of the finish tapes to do. We got some touch-up ironing to do as well. Then that portion's done. We've been working a little bit on the sheet metal stuff on the front end. Most of that's just, as you saw in earlier videos, that's pretty much ready to rock and roll. The control stick's going to go in. That I can do from up here in front with the fabric. It's not going to be a big deal. And, his lordship seats, which are sitting somewhere back over there, those will also go in. Like I mentioned earlier, the vertical fin and the rudder are wrapped in fabric. My brilliant ass thought I was videoing as I was wrapping them, and I talked and talked and talked for about 3 hours to get a whole bunch of really great footage, only to realize I hit the photo button, not the video button. So I promised you guys there will be some videos of fabric soon. Also, you saw a little bit earlier some of the things about the wings. That's going to start integrating into all these videos as well. His lordship has been working extremely hard on stripping the leading edges and getting all the little doodads all ready. And Operation Wings is going to be kicking off here shortly. So anyways, there we go. And hopefully it's not going to be another 2 weeks till the next video. As you guys can see, the rudder and vertical fin are now installed to the aircraft, which is really cool because the fuselage is also going to work as a work stand for me. Now these parts don't have a lot of places where I can grab a hold and work on them with. So the fuselage is working as my stand as I rib stitch, which hopefully you guys will get to see me do as long as I'm not a total idiot and hit the wrong button, and also do finish tapes and then spraying and painting. So as I'm going to be doing the fuselage, I will also be doing these two things. I have some 032 safety wire here helping hold the rudder in this position so that old big G gravity doesn't go and screw up our plans. And everything's pretty much pinned in place. So from here on out, that's going to be right there. But I've gotten a whole lot of questions about what is that. That's right, folks, that is an AT-19, also known as a Stenson Reliant. This particular warbird right here served in the Royal Navy in World War II in India. Yes, that is a real warbird. And you'll notice the wings. That is because it is part of no other than the Commemorative Air Force. Now, the Commemorative Air Force is extremely special to me, and their mission is pretty much the same as mine, which is to preserve history for the future. Every single airplane that they have flies and lives amongst us. You've probably seen their airplanes in magazines and on TV and everything. The most famous one everyone knows is the B-29, known as Fifi. I urge everyone to look into them online, check out their website, and even you can be part of the CAF. Hey there, everybody, and thank you again for watching this new episode of the Sky Pirates of Normandy. On behalf of myself and the rest of the team down here at Normandy Aircraft, we thank you. Yes, you, watching this video for everything you've done for us. Without you guys, we could not exist. So, everyone who watches these videos knows I end every video with something a little bit different. One week, I talked about not being a dick. No, not his lordship, Master Stripper Dick. A dick, like a prick, an unpleasant person, egotistical bastard. You know, there seems to be a lot of those nowadays, more so in aviation, but we'll get to that. Don't be one of them. Another week, I talked about Miss Dallas and how she flew a shaman around in a helicopter to apparently pray the plague away, which apparently worked. And so, as stated in the video, we owe Miss Dallas something, and I'm absolutely terrified to think of what she thinks we owe her. Maybe we should include her in a video and ask her. Idea? So, this week, I talk about community. Aviation is a community. There are all different pieces to that community, but it's all one. And every single person in that community is important. No one's higher than the other. Every person is a piece to that B. Arthur topless painting puzzle that you want to hang on your wall. Every person is a piece in that puzzle. And without that piece, B. Arthur's tit could be missing. You at home could be B. Arthur's tit. That's right. So, I come to everybody with a challenge. Let's all be better. Let's all be better people in this world. Not just in aviation, but the rest of the world. If you hear a rumor, you hear something bad about something, make it your duty not to spread it. Do your actual research. Find out, what is the problem? What is this information? Is it maybe misinformation? Go out there, get your shoes on, hit the pavement or the keyboard or whatever. Do your actual research, because sometimes people make crap up. And when they do that, it hurts people, and it doesn't just hurt that person. It can affect their lives, their families, their livelihood, all that. So your big mouth could ruin someone's entire career. So let's all be better about that. Also, during these weird times, a lot of people are currently, jobless, unemployed, underemployed. If you see someone who needs to keep their currency and say they're qualified in your airplane, work something out. Or, do whatever you can to help everyone. Because again, we're all in this together. Lastly, like I said earlier, no one is more important than anyone else. We are all human beings on this planet in weird, fleshy outer suits and bones with a weird nervous system that looks like some sort of alien on the inside. Let's not take ourselves too serious. Let's not talk like we are more superior than someone else. Talk as equals, because when you're saying something to someone, they might not understand you, or you might be coming across wrong. So, I know this is all heavy and not even related to anything to do with the Corbin Baby Ace, but this is my duty as Woogs, aka Logan, to spread to the world. People have said things about me. Things have said things about Normandy, and it's really sad. And I urge everyone to come on down here to Normandy Aircraft and make your own experience. Get to know me, get to know the rest of the team. And then when you get your Normandy experience, tell your friends to get their experience. Keep them moving on. And that doesn't even just happen with us. There are other amazing shops out there as well. Have your experience and share that with other people. Actual experiences, actual truths. That's what we want to do. We don't want to destroy our community. And all drama and rumors and all that does is destroy it. People don't want to come into that. Let's build this better. Let's build it for the future. And let's build it as a family. Because, again, we are all pieces in that giant puzzle of B. Arthur topless that we want to frame and stick up on the wall. You at home are B. Arthur's tit, the most important piece of that entire puzzle. Not really, because every part of that puzzle is important. So, until this next week, I thank everybody. And remember, joking around and talking crap at friends, that's totally okay. Telling his lordship that he's old and wrinkly and smells like old lady pants, that's also okay. But misinformation and mistruths hurt people, hurt careers, and hurt lives. Let's stop that. Till next time, remember, and this goes hand in hand with this, just because you're not someone else's cup of tea does not mean you aren't someone else's keg. Until next time, Woogs out. Pow-pow!